In 2001, the Nairobi slum of Kibera, one of the Africa's largest informal settlement, was engulfed in violent clashes. Neighbors turned against neighbors, homes were burned, dozens lost their lives, and thousands were displaced. This is the story of the 2001 Kibera clashes, what caused them, how they unfolded, and the scars they left behind.
Jamaa alizaliwa Kibera, Sri Lanka, akatwekera mwisho wa reli mlima Mandazi, mahali ambapo nasikia gari ya polisi haiwezi kanyanga. Mwana nikapenda maisha ya Kibera sana sana, upande wa nyumba si kama hapa.
Kibera, located just 7 kilometers from Nairobi's city center, is home to hundreds of thousands of people. By 2001, Kibera was already a melting pot of ethnic groups: Luo, Luya, Nubian, Kikuyu, Kamba, and many others. But it was also a place marked by poverty, unemployment, the constant struggle for housing and basic services. Most residents lived in informal wooden shacks with no running water or proper sewage. The fight for the land and housing rights was a constant source of tension. Behind this daily struggle, politicians often exploited ethnicity to gain control and loyalty. The 2001 clashes did not come out of nowhere. They were fueled by three key issues: land and housing tension, where Kibera land ownership was contested. Many Nubians, descendants of Sudanese soldiers brought by the British, felt they were the rightful owners. Other communities who had settled later often faced eviction threats. The second one is ethnic politics. In the run-up to Kenya's 2002 elections, politicians used Kibera's diversity to stir fear and division, painting some communities as outsiders. The last one is poverty and employment. Young people with no jobs and little hopes were easily mobilized into violence. A spark was all that was needed. In August 2001, disputes over rent collection between Nubian landlords and tenants from other communities quickly escalated. What began as arguments soon turned into organized attacks. Groups armed with pangas, stones, and crude weapons patrolled the narrow alleys. Houses were torched, families fled in the night, ethnic lines hardened. Luos against Nubians, Nubians against Luyas. Kikuyus were caught in between. The violence raged for days. Reports suggest at least 24 people were killed, though exact numbers remained disputed. Thousands were left homeless. Police intervened, but many residents accused them of taking sides or arriving too late. For those who lived through it, the memories remained raw. Mothers clutching children as they ran through burning alleys, men forced to defend their families with whatever they could find, neighbors who once shared meals turning into enemies overnight. Many survivors lost everything: their homes, their businesses, even family members. To this day, some remain displaced, never returning to the houses they once called home. After the clashes, humanitarian organizations moved in to provide shelter and food. The government called for peace, but little was done to address the root cause: land dispute, poverty, and political manipulations. In the year that followed, Kibera continued to experience smaller flare-ups of violence, including during the 2007-2008 post-election crisis. The 2001 clashes served as a grim warning of what could happen when poverty and politics collide. Today, Kibera remains a place of struggle, but also of resilience. Community leaders, youth groups, and women organizations continue to work for peace. Art, football, and education have become tools for healing. The 2001 clashes remind us that ordinary people often pay the price for political games, but they also remind us of the strength of communities who choose peace over division. Kibera's story is not just about tragedy, it is about endurance, unity, and the hope that history will not repeat itself.